If I knew that he had a child, I would not have met.
What's up, y'all? So today I got my brother with me, Tayo. Today we're gonna react to a woman basically leaving a date because she found out that the guy she was on a date with had a kid.
Had a kid?
Yeah.
One kid?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't seen the video, but we're gonna react to it. First of all, I want y'all to let y'all know that no, my brother is not a citizen of Wakanda. No, he's not a black revolutionary from the 70s. Alright, so somebody sent me this video because I'm a single dad, and I guess maybe they thought I'd be triggered by it. So, not sure how bad it's gonna be. And I guess you might be triggered by it too because my son is your nephew, so.
We'll see. We'll see what she got to say.
But before we start, shout out to all the single dads out there. I know it's a thankless job. I know it can be difficult at times, but you're the real MVP, so salute to y'all.
I haven't been on any dates lately. I've been voluntarily celibate. I'm just enjoying my own company because every time I meet somebody...
Did she say voluntarily celibate?
I think it's because my ex said...
Voluntarily celibate.
What?
I guess
somebody's forcing her to have sex and then...
I think voluntarily celibate means, I think that's a woman's way to say, I'm not getting busy, but it's by choice. Not because I can't get chose.
Oh, okay. So it's like a self-esteem boost. Like,
I think to say voluntarily.
Basically like, yeah, I'm getting applications, but I'm just turning them down.
I'm turning them down.
Okay, alright. Okay.
Just say you ain't getting any. Goddamn.
Because every time I meet somebody, they just disappoint me. I think it's because my ex set such a high standard. And it's really hard to top that. Anyway, so I haven't...
Wait a minute. So why is she going on dates if she's comparing people to her ex?
Wait, what?
Am I missing something? So she said the ex set a high standard.
High standard, yeah.
So why are you not with your ex?
The question is, might be, why is he not with you?
I guess set a high standard regarding how he treated her, or maybe she's used to a certain type of treatment from a guy, and most guys are not going to give her that like her ex did. That's kind of what it sounds like to me.
Or maybe that was some good vitamin D she was getting. That might be where that voluntary celibate thing came from.
But I was like, damn, my skin looks clear. My teeth are glowing. My eyebrows look snatched, and my biological clock is ticking. Maybe I should just go on an innocent little date tonight. What's the worst thing that can happen? My dumbass invited somebody.
Okay, so she said her biological clock is ticking. So
I didn't even hear that part right there.
Yeah, she said her skin is clear. I guess.
Did she look that old though, man?
She black. She probably 50. But it sounds like she's dating with a purpose. Sounds like if she's saying something about biological clock,
yeah. That means like you know when girls
you're not trying to have a good time.
Right. When girls get to that age, you know they got a nest, man. That instinct to nest is strong.
I hate dating like that. Like if I sense that on a first date with a woman, like you trying to hurry up and get someplace, I'm like, damn, can I have a good time?
That's true, man. It's tough, man. It's tough. That's true because when women do start asking you certain questions where it's just like, yo, I just met you, man. You know, like, hey, listen, it's like just.
And you're already sizing me up for kids.
Yeah, like sizing me up. For real, man. Asking questions like, yo, how many kids you want? What you want to name them?
Why did I let some random crusty dude from Bumble infiltrate my happy place? Now I don't even want to go get tiramisu because I'm going to think about this. Okay.
Do you know about Bumble?
I don't. I only know about the only dating app I've ever been on is Tinder, and that wasn't to find anybody, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the. From what I know about Bumble, that's like she's saying like she that person infiltrated her. But from what I know about Bumble, it's basically the choice is left to the female.
Okay.
So you can't get infiltrated unless you want to be infiltrated.
Oh, so Bumble, women choose, the woman chooses?
Yeah, it's like, I think the woman, it's like the choice is left to you.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. That's why it's like, people were kind of like, okay, it's like a different type of dating app. Because it was like geared towards women. It's a dating app that was geared towards women.
Okay.
And it's like, the woman gets to swipe and it's like, okay, boom, 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 okay. All right, I don't like you, okay, damn, I like you right there.
So I was swiping away on Bumble, left, right. And I swiped on somebody who was super attractive. Like, I mean, he looked like Aladdin himself. And I didn't think...
Whoa.
Wait, do y'all women think Aladdin's attractive? That goofy looking motherfucker.
Like, I'm cute. But I'm like, take home to mom type of cute. When you're in LA, you're competing with girls who have like the huge fake butts and like all sorts of hair extensions, eyelash extensions, like butt extensions, like all type of extensions that exist. So I'm competing with like plastic. And I realize the type of guys that like me are usually the ones who are like good Christian boys.
Best point she's probably made so far.
Yeah.
There's a lot of plastic going on right now, man. It's that whole
Kim Kardashian era, Nicki Minaj.
Nicki
era.
Minaj, yeah, all the purple hair. You know, you see like girls with lashes like out to like. I mean, it's like this, man. So, I give her credit on that, man. It's
You know, but I also like that. Sound like she knows her market space value. Like she knows, okay, I'm cute, but I'm competing against these kind of women, and she's kind of being honest about it. You gotta give her props on that.
But I think the one thing she's got to understand though is that like different guys are gonna like different
things. That's true.
So I mean, I don't know that she should be trying to say like I'm competing with that right there.
Gotcha. Yeah, because that's a whole different kind of guy that likes that kind of.
Yeah, that's a whole different kind of guy.
He probably wants a Kim Kardashian lookalike because he looks like a beautiful prince. Ali, Shadi, Baja. He swipes right. I'm like, oh.
She is kind of funny.
She's funny.
She's funny. I give her that.
Hi, how's your Sunday going? Great. He sends a paragraph back like, oh, I'm having a great evening. How about you? I'm like, oh, he actually messages paragraphs. That's like me because I always send essays to people. Anyway, he's a really good texter so far. And I don't like texting. I said, hey, you want to ask me all these questions? Why don't we just talk about this in person? I'm going to get tiramisu right now. Fatal error. I'm going to get tiramisu. Would you like to meet me? I go to Italy. It's my favorite spot. He's like, okay, I'll be there in 15 minutes. I'm like, all right. So I'm pulling up. I'm looking inside. Sometimes I get catfish. I look in. I see Aladdin. Ali, he's standing there. And he's looking fine. I'm like, oh. He is tall. He has his, like, hair going. Oh, he got the cheekbone. Oh. I'm like, damn. I walk into Italy, and he's like, hey, Kelly. I'm like, oh, ew. I was expecting him to have, like, a badass Peaky Blinders, like, gangster accent. Like, hi, you've made it. I am going to impregnate you. He's like, wow, this place is really, really cool. I've never been here before. I'm like, oh, please stop talking. Anyway, we get in line for tiramisu. And I'm just like, ooh, I haven't had this in like a day. I'm so excited to get it. He's like, is that the tiramisu? I'm like, why is he selling Bill Cosby? I'm sorry. He's like, is that the tiramisu? I'm like, yep, that is the tiramisu.
So I guess if any women are watching this video, is the dude voice really a turnoff? Like,
I don't think it's the voice. I think it's the attitude that's assumed that comes with the voice. Like if you have a certain type of voice, it's just like, all right, that's gonna say something about your character.
Okay.
Yeah. So
he sounds too gullible. Is that?
Nah, for what it's mean, I think he dude sounds too nerdy. I think she likes thugs, man.
Really?
I think
no,
not necessarily. No,
don't say it, dude. Don't say she like thugs.
I probably went too far with that, but I think she likes somebody that's assertive.
But anyway, we check out, and this lady and her husband, like an older white couple, cut in front of us in line. I am not a pushover. I look at him. I'm like, did you see that? He goes, yeah. That's pretty wild. They just totally cut us. I said, move. I pushed him aside. And I'm like, this is where the line is. You need to go behind us. And they're like, we're just going to buy one thing. And the cashier is just like, yeah, you got to wait in line. And they're like, ah. Anyway, their privilege jumped out. He was like, that was incredible. Wow. I love that you're so, like, assertive.
She do got personality on her though, man. She talks a lot.
Hey,
She talks a lot, but she is entertaining though, man. I give her that right there.
So dude came in with the voice, and she's making him sound like Tickle Me Elmo. He's like, oh, go on.
Aside from his overzealous Bill Cosby meets like voice, he's really attractive still, and I'm still invested.
Yo, this girl needs her own show, man. Like, for real, man.
Well, she's a YouTuber. You see why now?
So we're talking. He's like, tell me all about you. I'm like, oh, I fucking hate when people ask me that. Like, ask me what are my interests. He's like, so what do you do for work? I hate when people ask that.
She is roasting. She is roasting the way this dude. She is roasting the way this dude talks so hard, man.
You don't care what I do for a living. And he said something along the lines of like, I'm not trying to stalk you. I watch SVU. And I'm like, oh, you know, I like my SVU. This is good. This is going somewhere. So I'm getting invested now. Like, his voice is getting less annoying. He's really intrigued by me. And he loves SVU. I'm like, this is good. So now I'm like, reformation.com/wedding dresses. I'm planning out what dress I'm going to buy.
God damn. Yo. She said first date. After a quick back and forth, she's already thinking wedding dresses. Damn.
Quick back and forth on Bumble, cutting in front of the line, weird voice, and then he said something about SVU and then wedding dresses.
Is this how it is, like when a woman gets to a point where they want to procreate? Does it get to a point where you just like, I have 2 or 3 things. If he meets those 2 or 3 things, we're going to procreate. Does it kind of get like that?
Just like,
if you haven't had any kid, I say maybe by 25, you're dating thinking kids and marriage on the first date.
on the first date, yeah.
Let us know. I'm just curious.
Like, I don't really have to go anyway because I have money, like from his dad, obviously, whatever. And he's like, my dad bought all of my sister's houses in Santa Monica. I'm like, ugh. He finishes up his story about how he hates his job. It's really crappy. And then he goes, oh, there's just one more thing. I'm like, oh, fuck. He goes, I have to tell you, I really like you. I like your energy. You're very assertive and you sound like you're outgoing and you're ambitious. I do have to tell you something. I'm like, do you have HIV? He goes, no. I'm like, are you married? No, God, no. It's nothing like that. I'm like, oh, what is it? He goes, I do have a kid.
Oh my God.
My heart kind of sunk. I'm like, oh, there it is. He goes, does that bother you? If I knew that he had a child, I would not have met.
I'm not fully triggered. Let's just see what else you got to say.
I am interested in men with no children, no previous marriages. I am 23. I don't want to deal with your baby mama drama.
He's 23?
Yeah.
Whoa, wait, back up. Why is she 23 and her biological clock is ticking?
Well, I do think scientifically you're really fertile around that age, like 18 to 25. I can't fault her for thinking babies at that age, honestly.
And your ex-wife, he goes, we didn't end things amicably. I give her a lot of money every month, and we do split custody. I pay my nanny a lot of money. The little guy's over 50-50. Like, I don't want to be at his place, and then little kid comes up like, "Hi, mommy." And as he's just talking about this, I'm just thinking about his Bumble profile and how none of this was on there.
Big Elmo and little Elmo. Annoying the hell out of you.
She's like, yo, wait, let me get this straight. So I'm gonna have to deal with that voice, and I have to deal with the same voice, like coming from 2 different directions.
But the way she talk about his kid, like almost like it's a it, like it's not a thing.
Ew.
Yeah.
you're such an amazing girl. Like, I've never had such a good date before. You have such great personality, and I don't want to pressure you. Like, I fully understand if you don't want to be with somebody who has kids. I'm like, wait, kids? You said kid. He goes, all right, I have 3 children. 3? I don't want those baby kids. Then
we can stop the video now. I'm not triggered at all.
I'm mad at her.
I'm not triggered at all.
I'm mad at her.
Now, her disgust with one kid, a little triggering. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little triggering how she was kind of like, it's a, treating it like it's a thing, like it's not a human being. But
I tell you what she's hearing in her head, man. She's just hearing all those voices.
And then the short one, she just sitting there
like, what I signed up for.
But you know what? Like, I can appreciate the honesty because I've been a single dad for a long time. I can appreciate a woman up front telling me how she feels about the fact that I have a kid. Because what I would get a lot when I was dating and I was a single dad is women would try to act like, because they like you and they like, I guess, your level of success and everything, that they would try to act like they're okay with you being a single dad. But that's not for the weak at heart, dating somebody with a kid. Because as a woman, that means
that's less attention.
That's less attention that you're gonna have. You have to, honestly, if you're gonna date a dude who has a kid, you're gonna have to be selfless. Because you're gonna have to understand that when that kid comes over, you're not gonna be the top priority because he only has a limited amount of time to spend with that child. Even if it's 50-50, he's gonna have to dedicate that 50-50 to put his thumbprint on that child. And make sure when the child goes back home, the child feels loved and disciplined, and the child has you've given something to the child in that time you spent with them.
Parent is another job, man.
It is. It's another job.
It's another job. So,
and if you're a woman dating a single guy, you have to understand. You have to either try to be a part of it. Like, if I'm gonna spend time with my kid, you're gonna be with me, or at least if you're gonna spend time with your kid, I'm gonna fall back and understand that y'all need y'all time and not feel slighted by it, and not feel like who's more important, me or your child. That's a lot, I think, to ask for a woman. So I think if you got 3 kids, you only got 2 options on a dating app, in my opinion. Number 1, don't tell anybody you got 3 kids.
That's why he left it blank.
Hey, but
because it was 3 kids.
And just know that every woman I date is temporary. Like, I'm not being serious with nobody. I'm just here to have a good time. Either you would have to do that, which means you just date, you have a good time, and then you keep it moving, or you date a woman with kids.
That's true.
So if you got 3, she got 2, y'all come together. Then y'all can, make the whole.
You kind of understand what each other's going through.
Yeah, y'all understand each other. Not triggered by this video. I can appreciate her honesty. Subscribe to her. I'll leave a link to her YouTube channel below. I like her personality, real talk. If you're a woman, would you date a guy with a kid? If you're a guy, would you be offended if a woman didn't want to date you because you had a kid? Comment below, let me know.